Hi everyone, Donna here with Miss Donna for Music, and today I wanted to chat with you about spring fever, solfege, and centers. So this is the time of year where lots of people are on spring break. Some people have already had their spring break, some are on spring break now, some haven't had their spring break yet, like us. Ours is not for a couple more weeks. And most teachers know that this is also the time of year the weather's getting a little warmer. We have spring break. It's the last quarter of the school year. So the kids start getting a little crazy, and likewise the teachers. So one idea that I like to do at this time of year is centers. And I'm going to talk more another day about how to do centers and how to organize them and break your class up into groups. Today I want to talk about a particular activity that I like to do in my centers. Is I like to have a lot of games in my centers. Centers are a great way for the kids to have a little freedom to talk with their friends and move around the room while they're still learning things and actively making music. So I came up with this game that works great for centers called Easter Chicks Chase. Now I know we're past Easter, but you can still use this game all throughout spring, whether it's before Easter, after Easter, whatever. It just happens to be called Easter Chicks, but you can use it all spring. So what I usually do is I break my class up into groups, and each group gets a bag like this. And in this bag, it has everything that they need for the game. If I do centers where each center is different and they rotate, then I only need one set of these. Last week I played this game with my 7th and 8th grade class, and I had them just broken up into small groups, which this works well for that too. So each group gets a bag. It has a game board in it and a set of cards and some game pieces. And you can see the game board here that I put together. As I said, this game is about solfege. If you're not familiar with solfege, think about the movie The Sound of Music, where they sing, "Do, a deer, a female deer, re, a drop of golden sun." All those syllables that they're singing in there, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, those are all solfege syllables, and we use those a lot when we're learning to sing to help train our ears and train our voices to match pitch and see how they all the sounds relate to one another. So that's what this game is about. So in this game, we have egg cards that have a little solfege pattern. So this one says, so, so, mi, la, la, do. And then we have the same patterns on chick cards, but this time the sounds are written on a staff. And you'll see at the bottom of the staff, I've had this little D that lets the kids know this, whatever is on this space is do. So that helps them to visually see where all those sounds fit. So, so, mi, la, la, do. There's that do at the bottom, right over here. So what happens in this game is they take turns. They have their little game pieces on the board, and they have a deck of cards that are face down. So they choose a card. If they get an egg card, they have to try to sing the pattern that's on the card. If they sing it correctly, then they move forward one space on the board. If they get a chick card, they not only have to sing it, but they've got to figure out what the syllables are so they know what to sing. So if they get this one correct, they get to move forward 2 spaces. Then there are also some other cards in here that I usually call trick cards. And they're just, it kind of helps to add a little randomness to the game. So the game is, you've got a little bit of skill and a little bit of chance, which kind of helps those kids who maybe aren't as good at this. So like this one says, the chick laid a golden egg, move forward 3 spaces. So they don't have to sing, they just get to move. And there's a couple that say move back or whatever. So that's how the game goes. And I played this with my 7th and 8th grade class last week, and I was really surprised because, you know, at that age, everything's awkward. They don't want to do anything. They don't like anything. So it's really hard to keep them engaged. But we played the game. I broke them up into groups, and they were each group was doing their own game, and they were all singing. And there was one student in particular who never sings, never opens their mouth, and yet they were singing their heart out when it was their turn, and I was just really pleasantly surprised. So centers, I think when you do those little small groups, I think it makes those kind of kids feel a little bit more comfortable to come out of their shell and sing out loud. So anyway, I hope you'll try this game. Check it out in my TPT store, and a link will be down below. And check out Try Centers if you haven't already. Like I said, maybe next week I can talk about how I organize my centers. That will be helpful. And thanks for joining me for my Thursday chat. We'll see you next time. Have a great music day and keep practicing.